Michelle with Sacred Spiritual Healer. Anyone that wants a personal reading, there's a few spots left for next week, or the remainder of this week, I guess I should say. Today's Tuesday. Whew. Yeah, all the information's in the link below. Same with the energy. If you're new to the channel or new to Tarot, read the, while I'm getting ready to lay the cards out, just scroll below and read the information regarding energies. Everything is energy, so the divine collective, the divine masculine, divine feminine, the male, female, etc. All the info below. Okay. Also, Spirit wants me to pass on. Yes, there's blessings, activations, clearing blockages through this message. Spirit sends that to you while you're listening to the channel, to the videos. There's always energy going through to clear any blockages in your chakra. Spirit wants you to know. But for today, the special focus for the collective, Spirit wants them to light a purple candle or a violet candle even for your third eye, so that your seer, your observer, right? So as what you see, what you get. So what you imagine and call into yourself at this time on today. If you light a purple candle, Spirit says it will assist you in the third eye region, all right? I also have here some amethyst, different ones, purple, to assist with the energy, with the collective. And if you want that energy exchange, you want to amplify those blessings, then just hit the like button, because it shows exchange of energy. You have to do something to engage in the energy. Or you can also always donate to the channel. The information is below. Spirit, give us true, precise messages, please, for the collective. Overall energy, please, for the collective. Overall energy for the collective, please, Spirit. Thank you. And true, precise messages for the ones that are thinking about their divine counterpart, please. The collective's counterparts. The ones they think about. Thank you. All right. Okay. I want me to shuffle a little bit. The recent past of the collective. Again, this is for the collective. We're not doing the divine masculine, divine feminine, but the collective. Those that are watching or subscribe to this channel, that's this group. And your counterpart, the person you're thinking about, is this pile. Okay, so the top row is going to be the collective energy for today. 24 hours from the time that you read or see this message, all right? So time is irrelevant as far as if you see this next week, if you see it tomorrow. It's 24 hours when you view it that these messages are good for, all right? Excuse me. The messages below are going to be your counterpart for those days. For today, I'm sorry. When I do my readings for myself, I do like 5 days in a row. Alright, so your person that you're thinking about for today, for 24 hours from when you view this video. There you go. Alright, and these are the near future, first of the collective, and then it'll be for your counterpart. And yes, I've already meditated. I've been up since 2:30. Usually I get up at 3:30. Spirit woke me 2:30. They needed to talk to me. They needed to meditate. So I feel like my day's half over already. Crazy. All right, so let's get this going. Collective energy from Spirit. Okay. They said take all 4. These are for your counterpart. Namaste. Also, there's going to be 2 songs that, before I forget, because I might, once I start channeling, I might run out of time on this. There's seems to be heavy messages, a lot coming in today. I'm sure everyone's feeling that energy. So I wrote down the songs that came to me this morning. This one is from the collective to the counterpart. So if you're a cross watcher, this message is for you. So the collective is usually the chaser, the first awoken, the counterpart being the second awoken, or their otherwise masculine energy typically, but not always. So the song is labeled To the One I Love. When I looked it up on YouTube, there were, I wanted to make sure I got the right one, but there are several that simulate that. So it's by Mir Fury, The One I Love. I think it's like the theme song. I swear it's the theme song to Suits. I don't know. Needless to say, I'm going to link it below. Check it out. That's for you. I hope that's not a telltale sign of how the reading's going to go, because it's about To the One I Love, the one I left behind. So right away I got the inclination that this is going to be a heavy reading. The other song is for your person, from your person to the collective. So this is going to be from your person to you, collective. There's a rumor going round, let's make it true. I haven't looked that one up yet, but there's enough there probably to look it up. I will link it. There's a rumor going round, let's make it true. That may just be a line in the song. I'll know better after I look it up. Right? Sorry, my nose is tickling. So first up you have, okay, funny, collective. My masculine got these. Honest, I shuffled. Wow. And I already did my reading, so my energy readings from Spirit don't come through in yours. I want to, give you the most precise messages we can. Nonetheless, you, collective, have the energy of the Page of Cups, filling your own cup of self-love, which is amazing, right? Awesome. Good job that you've realized that you need to focus on yourself, heal the wounds, pull those swords out of your heart from past hurts and pain, and heal yourself so that you have that love and you're in a healthy manner able to offer your love to another, right? The other person. But first you realize that you need to heal and you need to love yourself. Fill your own self with cup of love. In the recent past, mind you, right? The Empress is here about birthing new beginnings. The time has come in this situation, though, for this recent past. Yeah, the one I left behind. I got you, Spirit. The one they left behind. This is about a connection where the harvest time has come, and I'm not getting that this person was pregnant. I did ask Spirit earlier when I got some messages about the Empress. But this is about a harvest where it's time to, this one wasn't ever meant to, it was almost like, I get the energy like this person was more like your, or you could be, that you needed to have a catalyst, perhaps, something like that, like someone in your life that needed to awaken you, spur that love again so that you could feel the heart, the embers burning in your heart again. And that time has come to harvest that, plow the field over for new love to come into you. There's a death spirit said to this situation, to this particular kind of connection that I'm speaking with. And yes, there are many in the collective, Spirit saying, that needed that because there are so many unawakened that they needed to awaken. So they sent catalysts to your life that you perhaps thought were your actual twin. But Spirit's saying they were catalysts, that this situation is an area where they brought you to the point where you are. You're now at the Empress. You are at the High Priestess, Empress or Emperor position where it's time to cultivate that and realize now there's a death to that. You need to walk away, heal yourself, love yourself, fill your own cup of self-love. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, your counterpart, your person. They've had three-party situations, times of celebrations, and times of heartache, times of loss, but they're moving away from the three-party situation. This Queen of Hearts has broke their heart one too many times. This Queen of Hearts, Queen of Wands. She does look like the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. Off with their heads. Queen of Wands here. She looks pretty mad. Not so nice, right? She looks like she's out for vengeance. Sure. So this energy of the counterpart here was dealing with this situation with their other person, maybe a karmic, and they realized that regardless to the other options, the only one here, okay, is following their soul purpose, their path, and what divine has in store for them. That's your person, okay? So perhaps some of you haven't even met your person yet, and that's why you're having to walk away from something to fill your own cup of love. Or some of you are realizing that yes, they were in a toxic situation and they need to heal and love themselves before they can come to you, because they have to come to you healed. There's multiple groups in this, as we read for people. Know that as whatever energy spirit wants the messages to get to is going to be multiple stories. So however it resonates for you in that situation. I skipped over our overall energy for collective. The iris of the rainbow. And everything around her looks like it's a fall leaves all dried. Not the fall leaves that you think of that are beautiful and colorful, but when they're fallen to the ground and are all brown, all dead, right? All dying, and winter's coming in. It's kind of that muddy season, right? So she's surrounded by that muddy season that all the things around her are dead, but she's glowing and there's a rainbow in her hand. And this little angel here with wings, or this little fairy with wings. Her inner self, her higher self, listening to her intuition, knowing that she has everything in her hands and her tools within her belt to manifest a new beginning, and that she has gone through her transformation and she sees things now from a higher perspective and is able to turn the dark, the dead, to light, to living. I like at the bottom there's this little soul here with a bow and arrow, like a little miniature Indian boy. Okay, the collective, the collective, this your person. They have heft the footer, and the masculines had this the other day, right? So at least your person's mirroring the divine masculines. So heft the footer comes in to make sure that they're walking. They can walk. They can visit their shadow side. They can visit the dark and heal from it. But to make sure where they walk in divine light, that they walk in their purpose. If they're walking in filth, in toxicity, in karmic energy, then the heft the footer comes along and chews holes in his socks. That's actually from the book, the chewing holes in their socks. All right, so let's take a look at collective's energy for today, for 24 hours. What do you have coming at you? What are you going to be dealing with today? Beautiful. I like it. Wow. 10 of Cups. Oops. And then one more. I usually only pull 3 or 4 up here. Spirit wanted 5. What Spirit wants, Spirit gets. If you're not at that point, you'll get there. In other words, you receive tower moments. So you learn to just let Spirit have his way. The Emperor, in your truth, seeing things from another perspective, a higher perspective. In your power, this is boss energy, someone receiving accolades for everything they've gone through. Spirit is blessing you. This might not be a 3D accolades. I'm hearing that this is more on a spiritual realm. Your ancestors are excited and is celebrating for you the growth that you've come through, because you have realized that you have to fill yourself with love, walk away from things that no longer serve you, allow things to die. And you have realized in the past, and I have to bring this back up, you've realized now that things that die are for your highest good, but that they are reborn, right? They reincarnate. Even if it's a person in the 3D that literally dies, that they reincarnate to another body. It's not necessarily an ending, but a birth to a new beginning. Or this is a job, a situation that has ended and is ready to start somewhere new, something new. Okay, and you've come to that realization. So it's excitement and accolades or awards, blessings from Spirit, I just heard, because of your new understanding, your new growth, your the lessons you've learned. And you're ready now, collective, Knight of Swords, to move forward. This is always my white knight card. And I say that because the horse looks white. It's kind of grayish. But in the sense of, purity, white being not not people, like in the sense of that, but you know, you think of angels as having white wings. You think of snow as being pure and clean. White horse, you know, is white knight. So in that sense. So I always get the energy of a white knight, but you're moving forward as a white knight. You're going to move forward to save yourself, for the good of yourself, in your truth. You're ready to leave things behind that no longer serve you and save yourself and love yourself for your highest good. You're going to be the creator of your own Ten of Cups. And Spirit said you will receive those Ten of Cups. You are at the top here. You're at the top of your game. You've received blessings today from Spirit. You're going to feel fulfilled. You are blossoming where you're planted, and that there is a nest egg. There is something there for the happily ever after, that you are mirroring your counterpart, that things are blossoming behind the scenes. Those roots are being planted and growing, and know that they are growing behind the scenes, even if there's growth here that you cannot see, that it's for your highest good, that this death occurs so that things can blossom, things can grow renewed. Thank you. Yeah, and the Hermit card is a lot like, not the death, but here we have a winter scene where this tree looks like it's dead, but it's not. It's growing its roots during the winter, allowing the rest of the tree to rest and take that moment of hermit, right? The same as you're going within, shining your own light, healing yourself from within, right? And all healing starts within us. Inner peace is within us, right? Inner strength starts within us. So you're realizing that as going in a hermit stage, you're shining your own light from the inside out, following your guidance from your spirit guide. Beautiful energy. Leaving things behind that no longer serve you. The things that have been lies, deceit, sabotage. People that were not for your highest good, that were really trying to trick you, playing mind games. Some of them were gaslighting you. Some were, some of you may have been with narcissists, but on that note, know that only 1% of civilization is actually a narcissist. I think that term is way overused. And 50% of those happen to be feminines or women. So before we all go blaming masculines for being a narcissist, people need to realize that it's an overused term. And isn't it really all about self-love to begin with? We should be nurturing ourselves and not harming others, but yes, we have to leave behind things that no longer serve us. Doesn't make anyone a narcissist. It means that they realize that they need to look out for their life, because after all, they only have one life on earth, and it's time that they heal themselves before they move forward. And that's how you're feeling today, is realizing you need to leave behind the things that are dead to you, things that are no longer serving your highest good, so that you can move forward. I don't know why that whole narcissist messages came up, but wow. Just saying, wow. Somebody in the field must always blame somebody. Okay, nice. You have your counterpart has a High Priestess card. I like it. Also a lot of sexual energy coming this. A lot of, okay, so a lot of sacral, I should have said sacral chakra energy. To be kind on what is this, YouTube? So your counterpart here is realizing they've lost a lot. 5 of Cups, making the changes. It's been an emotional roller coaster. They feel like they've gone to the bottoms of the earth, to the depths of their soul regarding the things they've lost. They feel like they've lost everything. They've had to turn away from things they love to gain balance, to move forward, to fill their cup with love, to heal, so that they can grow in this. But they feel like they have had to walk away from this situation, for some of them, to calmer waters, to heal, like we said, because they realized that they were not filling their own cup, so that when they offered you a cup, it was still empty, because they have to fill their own cup first, have it overflowing, to have something to offer you from their heart, to have that love, unconditional love for you. They are stepping in their high priestess mode, their energy, their power. They're mirroring you, and you are soaring. This just has soaring energy right on it. And here we have birds soaring, right? And you are, because you are healing and bringing rainbows of light to those things that are dead and dying. So they know, your counterpart knows that you heal them. They're doing the studying. They are looking things up. They are healing their inner child because they've seen, or maybe they've even watched some of the channel on YouTube for this connection as to what it is. But they're accepting and going within and healing their shadow self, their toxicity, their addictions, and so forth, their overindulgence of certain areas of their life, and bringing light to that. But most of all, because you've brought them light, you were shining your light and you taught them how to do it. They're following, more or less, they're following not only your footsteps, but the footsteps and footprints that Spirit's leaving them, guiding them to you, guiding them to their soul purpose. And that's what the journey is for. Knight of Pentacles is coming together, right? To be in a partnership, to be in your soul purpose together. So this Knight of Pentacles is being grounded. He's in his truth. You see here, he has his mask in his hand. He's able to come and face his own truth. Maybe not to you. Maybe he's not, posting it on social media. But he's being honest with himself and with Spirit. And that's what matters. And I say he. It could be a she. Again, read the description below about the he, she, male, female. It's just energy. So this person is, coming slowly on a squirrel, right? So it may feel like it's a little bit slow. But they're coming with the, not trying to control the situation. They're going with the flow. They're following their spiritual guidance, those footprints that their spirit guides are leaving them. Understanding and studying the science with the journey. Holding on to it for the guidance. They don't want to feed you breadcrumbs anymore. They want to be able to be, they want to be in alignment energetically with you. And they see that that's where they need to be now. So they need to go off on their own. They need to hermit. Heal themselves within. Love themselves. And they are here in the recent past. They've walked away from all the other energies around them and are focused on their soul purpose. Focused on this spiritual growth that will lead them back to you. No longer worried about options per se, but Spirit says there are many paths to reach this destination, just as to how fast and what kind of path they choose. Some of them are moving as slow as a turtle, but they need to cross. They need to be strong. They need to take the leap of faith and know that they can cross this little creek of calm waters to get to that option Spirit's correcting me, not option, but to choose the path they're supposed to be on, the one that Spirit's laying the trail for. But know that it will still come back to you, for many of you. Queen of Pentacles, your counterpart feels that they are healing themselves, being loyal to this connection, loving themselves, healing themselves at a heart center place, listening to their intuition, and having I'm getting a lot of nostalgia, almost a monkey mind nostalgia. It's almost that Five of Wands energy in this, where they're sitting there reminiscing of the thoughts of you, of the energy when they had you in 5D, 3D, the messages, everything about you, that they just want to keep remembering it so it's fresh, so they remember that it's real, so that something tangible they can hold on to get them through this journey. In the near future collective, you have, nice, wind, hummingbird, Earthkeeper, number 9. Okay, I'm going to move these this way. Okay, so number 9 is near ending, right? Near completion with an Earthkeeper. Spirits are reminding you as a collective to dream bigger. This I'm hearing now is not the time to think small. Now is not the time to play games like a circus. It is the time to buckle down. Buckle down and dream bigger. Think of whatever you manifest, again with the third eye, what you see, what you can imagine, you can obtain. So dream bigger, Spirit says, with Earthkeeper. Heal, and also I'm getting someone needs to, Spirit saying plant trees or a tree. If everyone in the collective planted a tree, that would look at how many trees would be planted to help the earth, help, filter the oxygen, the toxins in the air. And with that we get the air or wind card, Number 9, again, near completion. As the wind changes direction, so does your path at times. Different paths you may choose, things that may push you off a different direction for a different lesson or a different healing moment, while something else under behind the scenes is taking place, healing with your counterpart perhaps, or with you, something that you needed to just learn a little bit of a lesson or a little more to slow you down, to make you look at things differently from a higher perspective, to take a look at your shadow self and love yourself and not be self-judgmental, to not be judgmental of others as well, but to love yourself the way you are. And so sometimes, like the wind changing directions, things get pushed over, slowed down, put you in a hermit stage to have you and allow that moment of time to reflect, so that you don't try to go backwards, don't try to regress, because there is no going backwards. Once you've been awakened, you can't put a little chicken back in the egg. Once they break free, they're out. Same with you. You've been awoken. There's no going back. Spirit said, and not to hold on to that shell because it's not serving you anymore. It's time to spread your wings and fly. Number 8. And with this, we get the vision quest. Spirit says, yes, ask your spirits in meditation, especially between the hours of 3:30 and 5. If you meditate, especially if you have to go to work by 5, right? And you spend time meditating, but ask Spirit to show you the vision quest of where you need to be, your soul purpose. What's the next step? You don't need to know the whole journey. You don't need to see the destination, but you just want the next step. Your counterpart has lightning, many paths, and taming the winds within them. Wow, nice. Okay, Spirit says taming the winds first. 55 is all about change. Change occurring in your person. Change occurring in the counterpart. And embracing, but also that they needed to tame the wind. They need to tame the dragon within themselves. For some of them in the collective, as they are, like we said, awakened after you, right? Because you awakened them. Usually the collective, those watching the videos awoke first. You're the leader, right? You were the chaser until you pulled your energy back, allowing them then to chase you. But as they chased, they realized they needed to heal themselves first. And that's where they're at. But they need to tame their dragon within them. For some of them, they need to tame the overindulgence of alcohol, overindulgence of toxicity, or another person, or overworking themselves. But in order to move forward, they need to tame themselves, to understand their higher self, to love themselves, to be true to themselves, be in their truth, to walk in their truth, and bring honor to their soul again. Lightning is a gift from the spirits. 3. Lightning bolt lights up, and here an overshadow of person with his arms here. And not that you can see it, but I will show you. But I see an overall image of a person. And this is coming from at the heart center and solar plexus. And it's just spurring like the world or the earth inside them almost. Right? Their own world is at their heart center. Their very soul is receiving this lightning bolt moment of saying, wake up, it's time to move on. It's wake up, there's gifts, there's a purpose here. They're receiving these gifts. They're realizing now that they are just, they are the high priestess. They're realizing now that they have gifts that they need to share with the world, with the universe, that there's a soul purpose here and they need to get on that path. Whatever that soul purpose is for each of you, whether it's healing others, teaching others, for some of you it's both, for helping people with missing children, with the human trafficking, with pregnant teens, but it's something to do with helping the universe. Some of you, okay, I just heard animals as well. We need to help and nurture all living creatures, right? But each person in the collective has their purpose. While we may all have a mission together to save the earth per se, but each have our own path to get in soul purpose. And they're receiving this lightning bolt moment today, explaining to them that, pretty much realizing that they have to get in their path. 7, divinely guided. They're realizing with that lightning bolt moment perhaps what path they're going to take. what path perhaps that they've been on. Is it one of least resistance? Is it one going with the flow? Is it one of toxicity, pain, and sorrow? Right? Or others. But there's many paths to the same destination. Spirit's going to bring you back around together. It just depends on it, because they allow your counterpart self-will to make decisions, to give them lessons. If they didn't choose what was in their highest good, right, then they're going to end up with a little bit of trials and tribulations to learn and say, hey, you know what, I shouldn't have made that decision. Next time I run into this situation, I'm going to do it different. I'm getting stuffed up. Let's get clarification, then we'll pull more cards. Clarify the collective, please, Spirit. Clarify the collectives. All right, and clarify for us the counterparts. Thank you. And the near future, please, Spirit. And the counterpart. I don't know if those were meant to be. Hang on. So let's flip these over. Okay, if you hear my dog snoring, he's just outside the door. One of them. I have 3. All right, number 5 is all about change. On this Emperor, yeah, you've made the change. You've realized that you had to make a change. You had to, maybe this rug or whatever this garment is that's being woven, right? The fabric you were working on had a snag in it, and you couldn't repair it. So there needed to be a change, and Spirit made that change. Maybe the wind changed directions, said, you know what? This isn't going to work for you. This person's not going to be able to meet that standard. This was a catalyst moment, because Spirit knew well in advance this would happen, right? So they provided you with that of what you needed to start again and create a new fabric. And this is the weaver, starting from scratch and moving up through. But now you've already done this journey, so you know exactly what needs to be done with this healing, with this going within and healing your inner child, with having unconditional love. The Sun card is here to bless you, to shower you with blessings, I'm hearing. Sun card is number 10, a near completion. This also reminds me of like a medicine wheel as well, because the sun heals things, right? It allows plants to grow. And it's also a divine connection where it's allowing healing to take place between these two and help it grow, this divine connection. Here we have with the 10 of Cups, clarified by the Chief of Blades. This is like the King of Swords, cutting things out that no longer serve him, but more importantly, being in truth. Being in truth to themselves and to their others around them, living their truth so that they can receive their 10 of Cups, their blessings from Spirit. You're not going to be able to receive the blessings from Spirit, the gifts that Spirit gives you as a High Priestess, if you're not in your truth, if you're not living and being true to yourself and with Spirit. Again, you don't have to announce it to the world, but you have to announce it to yourself. If you weren't being true to yourself about something, you need to come to truth to yourself. Okay, for whoever that's for. Number 8, the stars. Realizing that you need to have faith, you need to trust spiritual guidance, and know that everything is being provided for you, for your own good. Okay, that's what I got. 5 of Swords, leaving things behind that no longer serve you. The Hermit, right after the Hermit card. Number 9, near completion. Yeah, shining his light, packing his bags, and moving on. You are possibly moving on from either a job or a person. Maybe you're leaving the toxicity. Maybe you were in a marriage and you had to leave. But you're realizing that it was for your highest good, and it's time to shine your light and love yourself so that you can help others shine their light. Okay, Spirit says start down here. Your counterpart. Smoke signals. Spirit has been sending signs and synchronicities regarding the situation of the loss to move forward. Perhaps things were going slower. People weren't making the decisions. Perhaps they chose the wrong path at first. But now they finally see the smoke signals, that aha moment where they're like, oh, Spirit was trying to tell me all along. Trail of tears, number 7. Yes, there have been trails of tears, but look how far you've come from where you were. You're in a high priestess mode, and perhaps you started out with as the right in the fool's journey as the 0. You were at the fool level, and you've come so far in your journey. So be secure, love yourself, and learn from where you've come, how far you've come. Don't mourn what you've had to leave behind. Spirit said it's time to move on. This to the counterpart. They know it's time to move forward. So yes, they have to, regardless of the heartache, the things that were dead to them now, that they need to move forward, knowing that Spirit is protecting them in these choices, these paths that they have to make decisions on. And they are looking for the signs and synchronicities now from Spirit. So knowing here your counterpart realizes they are protected. They are going to be loyal to their journey to this connection. Okay, really? So I'm going back here. They are trying to be, they know that they're spiritually protected, that it's about balance. They are willing to be loyal to you. But yes, there were some of you that perhaps were put in an option position. Polygamy card is here saying, yes, you were one of 3 or 4 people that they thought they could be a Knight of Wands in and out of your life. Player energy. For some of the counterparts, they felt that they could replace your energy, that you were just another person, right? You were not that special to them. They weren't seeing things clearly. They were seeing things with an illusion. And now they realize that they need to be loyal to you in this journey and move forward with the Maiden of Vessels in the near future. Chief of Pipes is about finding that peace, bringing others together in a peaceful conversation, knowing that the Matriarch of Shields Spirit is here protecting them and guiding them, and that they have ancestors all around them that have died before them, passed on before them, that they too are beside them, giving them signs and synchronicities to help them in this journey, that they realize they have to be at peace and love themselves first to move forward. They have to find that inner peace and be one with their higher self. They have to put an end to the old ways, allow the sun to set on a situation so that the sun can rise again another day. The medicine wheel here is all about healing. Healing this connection, healing themselves to come forward in this connection, put an end. Your counterpart is putting an end to self-sabotage and putting an end or putting to rest the things that hurt you as well, that they are seeing the harm they caused. Okay, Chief of Vessels, but they're ready to move on with Spirit on their path, down the path for their journey. Number 6, and be content with you, them, and spiritual guidance. Okay. Gonna get more cards from the ancestors that have gone before you. Hang on 1 second. Somebody's crying out here. Hey, you okay? I have the door shut out there. They usually have a doggy door, but I don't want him to go out and bark at the deer. Okay, so let's get your ancestors that are around you want to give you messages. And your spirit guide messages, those ancestors or the spirit guides around you. Let's take a look. Okay, so we have the butterfly clan, the strong sun, moon, and corn planting. Nice. All right, so number 8 card, mental clarity. Yes, you have gone through an awakening or in the process of your ascension, right? You've gone through a transformation, a death and a rebirth of your soul. And you're just wanting that inner peace, calmer waters. You're going on your journey towards your soul purpose. And you realize that that's where you have mental clarity, that that's what you need to do. And it's beautiful. You are shining brightly and everyone around you sees it. And your ancestors want you to know that they celebrate this awakening with you. And they are guiding you along your path. Strong sun, moon, again with the butterfly here. You're just shining brightly. Look at all the white all around it. And these little critters here, they're just in awe of your shine, of your brightness. Social invitations, your spiritual ancestors that are around you, number 22, also are want you to have joy, to create your creativity, and to be out in the public more and shine your light, because as you are out in the public more with social invitations here, know that you are healing to them, others around you. Your light shines brightly and helps to awaken those around you because you're vibrating at a higher frequency. Corn planting, moon here, balancing your energy with honesty, emotions, and a number 3, 21 breaks to a 3, body, mind, and soul. Balance your energy. During with your meditation, especially if you can, do so in the early hours, then you'll receive more downloads, be more connected to your spirit guides, etc. But be honest with yourself. Be true to yourself. Don't be afraid to look at the shadow side of ourselves and say, yeah, so I hurt somebody, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, last year, whatever. But be honest, your responsibility in that, and ask for spirit guides for forgiveness, or ask to forgive yourself and release it to this, to the ethers. It no longer serves you. That you don't need to hold on to it. It's only causing you to be more emotional. And for some, maybe you are more self-judgmental because of that, and you need to release judgments again, also. Go on a vision quest. We have this here as well. Somewhere. Vision quest. Right? Have it 2 times. So how important do you think that is? We're trying to tell you something here. Right? Go on your vision quest. Sit in meditation. Ask Spirit to show you the visions in your third eye of where you need to go next to be in your spiritual path. Perhaps it is to the north. Spirit keeper of the north. Things that are cold and dead here. My nose is itchy when I do this. The the snow, the winter months, right? They allow things to look dead, but in reality they're doing that, allowing everything on top. What people see with their 2 eyes is allowing them to rest, and really the growth is all taking place underneath in the earth. Mother Earth's nurturing this plant so that in the spring they can bloom and come in full fruition. And that's how it is for you. The spirit keeper of the north is with you, allowing at the time when you think you're not growing, when you think you're not going anywhere, know that things are being worked on. In the earth, your roots of your journey are being put in place. Messages from the goddesses. Prosperity, abundance. The university is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receive it. Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that new can enter in. And for some of you, I'm going to sneeze. Some of you, maybe you are receiving a different true love at a distance coming in because the other person perhaps needed to step away so they could be in their soul purpose and heal. Maybe they're trying to get over drug addiction or alcohol addiction, and that's going to take a while, right? I mean, you never are fully over those addictions, but they need to go into therapy that could take a while, and Spirit might be sending you a true love at a distance to help you heal yourself and have faith in yourself and in your journey, to keep you moving forward in your purpose while this person heals. 7 of Winter. Thank you. There's a better choice, not seeing things clearly. Running away from the truth. Again, with truth. Nothing can move forward until you step into your truth with self. Be true to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Live your truth. Right? 9 of Winter. Again, with the winter, right? Unfounding fear. Focusing on the worst case scenarios. Allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. This is somebody with monkey mind, over analyzing a situation, making more out of it, like a mountain out of a molehill, right? They're thinking that this little mouse is really a lion. It's not that bad. That kind of energy. Whoever that's for. Need to see things clearly. Realize that things are not that bad. Just be true to yourself. People are more... especially your counterpart will have unconditional love for you and mercy on your soul, because they've had things they've had to be healed from as well. Goddess of oneness, someone you love is thinking fondly of you at this very moment. Aww. Angel of new love, an exciting new chapter in your life is about to unfold. She's coming up out of a lotus flower. I love it. And Spirit wanted me to pull these. Just 2. Okay, Jupiter, number 7. And here's with the lightning again, but it's bringing in abundance. So yes, when you receive that lightning bolt moment, it's over here. Hang on. Lightning and lightning, right? We have 2 of the vision quest, 2 of the lightning. Know that you are being blessed. This is a gift coming in from Spirit, giving you that aha moment to get in your soul purpose. And when you do, it brings you financial abundance. Something wanted to come out. 7, first house, the body. So look at your first house and what aspects are there and what's working. Number 7 though. And so that's 2 7s in a row. And what Spirit wants you to work on, aside from don't forget the purple candle, don't forget to, focus in your vision quest. Think about having a purple candle lit or some amethyst around you to help you with that pineal gland, the third eye. And face your shadow side. Thank you, Spirit. Number 9, that completion. You have to see the good in your darkness. There's parts of the aspects of you that might be in the shadow side that is going to benefit you in your gifts. So yeah, maybe you need to be able to see things. You've gone through things on the shadow side so you can help. Especially if someone let's just choose alcoholism, right? If somebody's in that kind of situation, they heal, they go through therapy, right? And then they have to always watch that. I don't know that much about that topic, so I'll keep that part brief other than what Spirit's saying, but just saying that basically that, maybe some of you are going to be teachers and helping others in that field, right? Because you'll have had that experience. So everything we've experienced throughout our life will help us in our soul purpose to be able to help others in their journey and say, yes, I understand that, right? Since I've never experienced it, I wouldn't be able to perhaps counsel or coach or help someone maybe with that situation, but maybe someone else in the journey has, and they would be able to say, yes, I can embrace that shadow side of myself because it's going to help others. So don't be so down on yourself. Know that your dreams are coming true. Number 9, again with near completion. You have 2 7s in a row and 2 9s. That's beautiful. I've got one more card here popping up. Let me just take it and see. Fulfillment of wishes. How beautiful is that? Know that your treasures are there. Again with the lightning. Spirit's giving you gifts of abundance. But you have to be in soul purpose. You have to be in your truth to receive it. All right, so that's what I have for you today. Probably going to do another message, so I'll be on later. But this is it for this reading. So I hope you have a blessed morning. Namaste.